Hello students, how are you all? I hope all of you are keeping fine. I, I just said you all should take care of yourselves in this such a situation. I am going to start chemistry of class 7 and 8. As you see on the board, I have selected chapter 1, matter. So let us see what is matter. Before I start this topic, I would like to ask one question. You see lots of things around us, or around yourself, in your surroundings. You see lots of things around nearby you. Do you ever think what is that? Whatever we see around us, it is a matter. If you take the things nearby your home, inside your room, that's like your bed, your chair, table, book, pen, etc. and etc. The air which we breathe in, everything is a matter. So let us see the definition of matter. Matter, anything that has mass, occupies space and can be perceived by our senses. Senses here means that is our eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin. Anything that has mass, occupies space and can be perceived by our senses, that is our eyes, ear, nose, tongue and skin, is called matter. As you see, eyes helps to see, vision, ears, hearing, nose, smell, tongue, taste and skin, touch, feel. So we can say matter that has, what is the characteristic of matter here? It has mass, then occupies space and perceived by our senses. This is called matter. Because, for example, the copy that I am holding, the chalk, this duster, everything is a matter. Okay? Now let us see the characteristics of matter. Come to the next topic, characteristics or properties of matter. What we have seen, first point in the characteristics of matter. Matter has mass. Let us see what is mass. What is mass? Mass is the quantity of matter. Mass is the quantity of matter, or we can say amount of matter contained in a body is called it mass. For example, I just take this duster. It has some mass because it has contained some, it is composed of some matters inside it. So it has a mass. Now, another characteristic is weight. What is weight? You remember the substance that has mass will have weight. What is weight? Weight is a gravitational pull. Gravitational pull. What is weight? It's a gravitational pull on any matter towards earth. If I take this duster, it has mass, but if I want to keep in the air, it will not be there. If I leave it, it will fall down. It will fall down. Why it falls down? It is because of its weight. The earth force attracts it towards itself. Okay, so this is weight. Weight is what? Weight is a gravitational pull on any matter toward the earth. Okay, or we can say weight is the force by which body is attracted towards the center of the earth. So this is the second characteristics of matter. Now third characteristics, volume. What is volume? Volume is space occupied by matter. Volume is the space occupied by matter. For example, I take this duster. If I keep on my hand, it acquires some space on my hand. So this space occupied by the duster will be the volume of this duster. Okay, so what is volume? Volume is the space occupied by any matter. Okay, and the fourth property characteristic is perceived by our senses, like smell, touch, etc. So these are the four characteristics of matter. Matter has mass. What is mass? Mass is the quantity of matter. Remember one thing, more the quantity, more will be the mass of the matter. More the quantity, more will be the mass of the matter. If I compare in between this chalk and this duster and chalk, it is also a matter, but it has less mass comparing to the mass of this duster, because in it the quantity of the particles by which it is made, it is less as comparing to the duster. So more the quantity in any matter, more will be its mass. And weight is a gravitational pull on any matter towards earth. It is because of this force, gravitational force on any substance from the up falls down. Then volume. What is volume? Volume is the space occupied by any matter or any object and perceived by our senses. Matters can be perceived by our senses. We can see the matter, we can hear the matter, we can smell the matter, we can touch the matter. Okay? Now the next topic, let us see that next topic, composition of matter. Composition of matter. Here in this study, what is the content of the matter? How this matter is made up of? That is the composition of matter. So matter is basically composed of three things. Matter is composed of three things, that is atoms, molecules or ions. Matter is composed of either atoms or molecules or ions. Now, what is an atom? What is an atom? Atom. See, atom is the smallest particle. It is actually the building block of any matter. Atom is the smallest particle or building block of any matter. Atom is the smallest particle of any element that take part in the chemical reaction, and it exists. Just you see. Usually, atom does not have independent existence. So I write the point here. You can note it down. Atom, building block of any matter. Second point, smallest particle. Smallest particle of an element that take part in chemical reaction. Then third point, usually does not have independent existence. These are the characteristics of an atom. What is that? It is a building block of any matter. Second point, smallest particle of any element that take part in the chemical reaction. Atoms usually does not have independent existence. Independent existence means that can exist alone, freely. That is called independent existence. Why it does not exist independently, we will study in the next chapter. I just tell you in a little while, because it is unstable. Most of these, except the atoms of the noble elements, all other atoms are unstable, so it does not exist independently. Example of some atoms you can take. Example like oxygen atom, hydrogen atom. You might have studied about these elements in your previous classes. O is a symbol of oxygen, H is a symbol of hydrogen, calcium, etc. and etc. Next, the next particle that makes the matter is molecules. Molecules. Okay. What is molecules? As I told you, generally these atoms of the element do not exist independently, do not have free existence. So, atoms of these elements or either of the same element or the different element get combined together. They combine together, atom of one element or atom of one atom and another atom, they combine together and forms a molecule. Forms a molecule. So there is some points related to molecules. Is formed. First point is formed when How molecule is formed? Molecule is formed when two or more atoms of same or different element combine together. This is the first point. Second, it is capable of independent existence. It is capable of independent existence. And third, retains all the physical and chemical properties of matter. Retains the physical and chemical properties of matter. These are some characteristics or properties of a molecule. What? First, it is formed when two or more atoms of same or different elements combine together. Okay? Second, it is capable of independent existence. Atom is not capable of independent existence. Usually do not exist freely, but molecules can exist freely. Why? Because when the two atoms combine together, they become stable. How do they combine? We will study later in the next chapter. But after combining, they become stable. Then molecules retains the physical and chemical properties of the matter. Example, as I told you, a molecule is formed when two or more atoms of either same element or different elements combine together. For example, I will just show you O, the symbol of oxygen. A symbol, a symbol represents only one atom. O, one atom of oxygen, combines with one more atom of oxygen and forms O2. This is oxygen molecule. So what do we see here? Atoms of same element has combined together. Okay? If you take another example like hydrogen, H is a symbol of hydrogen, combines with chlorine, Cl, forms HCl. This is the atoms of different elements. Okay? So, as you see, it is written here, it is formed when two or more atoms of same element or different elements combine together. Molecule is formed. So, as on the basis of the type of atom combined, molecule is of two types. Molecule is of two types. Molecule of element, molecule of compound. When atoms of same element combine together, it is called molecule of element. And when atoms of different elements combine together to form a molecule, it is called molecule of compound. Okay? Now, as molecules is formed by the combination of two atoms, they are stable and so they can exist independently. They are capable of independent existence. Now, the molecules, they maintain the physical and chemical properties of the matter. For example, you have to take the oxygen. What is the property of oxygen? It helps in burning. But when two atoms of oxygen combine and forms the oxygen molecules also helps in burning. Okay? So we can say the molecules retains or maintains the physical or chemical properties of the matter or of the substance. Okay? Now the third point. third composition of matter. Ion. As I told you earlier, matter is composed of three particles: atoms, molecules, and or ions. It can be composed of either atoms or molecules or ions. So we have discussed the two. What is an atom, molecule? Now we discuss about the ions. Ions is an atom or group of atoms. Atom or group of atoms. What is an ion? Ion is an atom or group of atoms that has charges, either positive or negative charge, either positive or negative charge. What is ions? Ions are an atom or a group of atoms that has charges, either positive or negative, due to loss or gain of electrons. Or we can simply say ions are electrically charged particles. Ions are electrically charged particles formed due to loss or gain of electrons. How an atom loses electron or how an atom gains electron, this is all things we will study in the next chapter. But you just see, remember, ions are an atom or a group of atoms that has charges, either positive or negative. And how to get the charges? Due to loss or gain of electrons. Example, oxygen, it has charges 2 minus, it is formed by the loss of 2 electrons. Hydrogen, it is H1 plus, it is formed by the gain of, it is O2 minus is due to the gain of 2 electrons, H plus is due to loss of 1 electron. Yes, okay, etc. How much? Now come to the next topic. States of matter. States of matter. Matter basically exists in 3 states. Matter exists in 3 states. 3 states. First, solid, then liquid, and gas. These are the 3 states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. Now, what is the reason that matter exists in these 3 states? Solid, liquid, and gas. What is the reason behind it? So, it all depends upon the arrangement of molecules, the particles present in that matter. And 2 more points, that is their intermolecular force and intermolecular space between the particles of this matter. So, let's see what is intermolecular force. The states of matter depends on this fact: arrangement of particles in a matter, intermolecular force, and intermolecular space. So what is intermolecular? Intermolecular force. It is also called interparticle force. It is also called interparticle force. It is intermolecular force or interparticle force. It is the force of attraction. Force of attraction acting between the molecules of the substances that held them together. Attractive force. What it is? It is an attractive force acting between the molecules in a substance that held them together. So what is intermolecular force? An attractive force acting between the molecules in a substance that held them together. That is called intermolecular force or interparticle force. Next, I told you intermolecular space. Intermolecular space or interparticle space. Intermolecular space, or it is also called interparticle space. What is this? It is the space, the gap in the arrangement, during the arrangement of these particles in any matter. There may be a gap between these particles. The space, the empty space between the particles of this matter is called intermolecular space or interparticle space. It is a empty space between the molecules in a substance or in a matter. Okay, this is called intermolecular space or interparticle space. Now, two more points, just last two more points to remember. As I told you, there is two types of molecules, molecules of element and molecules of compound. When this force, and I told you in between the particles in the arrangement of the particles in a matter, these particles or these arranged attract themselves. They keep, because of this intermolecular force, they keep them together, hold them together. So when this attractive force acts between the molecules of same type, it is called cohesive force. When this attractive force acts between the molecules of different type, it is called adhesive force. So for today, this much. Revise this topic. I will continue with the next topic tomorrow. Thank you. Have a nice day. All is